Hello students, Wendy Ansley here, College of the Desert Professor, Kinesiology. I look forward to sharing with you this well-rounded sequence today. And this sequence is really built upon inner harmony. And what is inner harmony? Inner harmony is about finding peace within. It's also about self-acceptance. And when I say self-acceptance, it's also kind of acknowledging your strengths, your weaknesses. And it is also about acceptance of your past, as well as acceptance of where your life is currently. And inner harmony isn't always about being, in a good mood, having a good vibe. It's about finding peace during the chaos, during the storm. I experienced this inner harmony today. I videoed this morning. Everything was beautiful. It went so great. When I was done, I realized my microphone was not hooked up to the receiver. Nothing, you couldn't hear my voice at all. But I had to come back to that inner harmony, right? We're going to experience that. And the four corners of this mat teaches me inner harmony. Yoga, mindful exercises, breathing, truly being present is an example of inner harmony. And finding that peace when life is going to be challenging. So right away, I'm going to have you grab a strap. And it almost seemed, I always let my practice guide what I'm going to teach. Last night, I worked on the sequence and I took the strap. And to me, this just warms up my entire body, which truly is an example of inner harmony when I connect to my entire body. So I take the strap and I fold it in half. And I make it a little wider than shoulder width apart. And we're going to take the strap, inhale, we're going to draw the strap up, exhale, bring it behind. Inhale, draw the strap up and bring it forward. Beautiful. Inhale, strap up and behind. Beautiful. Awesome. And draw the strap here. And draw the shoulder blades away from us. And then draw the shoulder blades together. Draw the shoulder blades away. And draw the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. We're going to do that several times, just touching on a healthy scapula here. This is beautiful for the shoulder girdles. And again, we draw the shoulder blades together, scapular retraction. Now we move it away, scapular protraction. And again, one last time, hold here, connect. And draw that strap forward. And we'll do a little figure eights as we take the strap over to your right and bring it behind. And then over to the left and continue. Beautiful. Beautiful figure eights coming into our body at the beginning of our practice. And let's keep the strap here out in front, and let's draw the strap maybe just a few inches closer than, not quite as wide, just about shoulder width apart, maybe 2 inches wider than that. We're going to inhale, draw those arms up, and I want us to shift now over to the right and kind of draw that left top shoulder blade in. Come into a little lateral stretch. Inhale, rise. And shift now over to the left. Draw that right shoulder blade in a bit. Inhale and rise. Beautiful. As we fold our hands into Anjali Mudra, I want us to take a moment and kind of reflect upon what inner harmony means to you. Peace within, self-acceptance, hope for the future. Close your eyes and rest your head to your fingertips. I want you to believe and understand that through these postures and our breath and our efforts, we can cultivate this inner harmony. Take time to acknowledge that you're here, that you're present. Gratitude for this opportunity. Gently open your eyes and come up. Beautiful. Coming to the edge of the mat there. Cultivating Padabandha in the feet. Awaken those arches and spreading the toes. Inhale, we're going to draw those arms up, energy out the fingers. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive down. We'll do a little dynamic forward fold here. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the shins, to the thighs, or to the ground. Tailbone out and back. Exhale, come into a little forward fold. Gently bend the knees, swan dive up, open the chest, open the heart. Exhale, heart centered. Inhale, root into the ground, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive down, come into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into deep forward fold. Inhale, gently bend the knees, swan dive up, open the chest, open the heart. Exhale, heart centered. Beautiful. Coming into a little yoga squat here, a little tiptoe squat. We're going to releve up about halfway. Ankles and knees and shins are together. Ankles, knees, and shins together. And the exhale, we're going to lower as we prepare for our tiptoe squat, the best that we can. This is an example of inner harmony, coming into balance, squeezing the ankles, knees, and shins together, activating a little bit of the pelvic floor muscles. We're going to stay here a while, finding our drishti, finding our gaze. Continue to inhale and exhale through the nose. Beautiful tiptoe squat. On the exhale, lower the heels. Gently inhale, draw those arms up, open the chest and the heart. Exhale, come into forward fold. Come more to that midfoot. Inhale again, halfway lift, hands to the shins or the thighs or to the ground. Classical Surya Namaskar, we're going to step that right leg back, lower the right knee to the ground, hands to the hips, 1 or 2 dynamics. Inhale, we're going to draw those arms up and we're going to come into cactus arms, tilting the elbows up, opening the chest, opening the heart. Gently frame the foot, come into runner's pose, step back into plank, dome the upper back, belly button to the spine, active legs, active core and shoulders, core awakening. Gently lower to the knees, chest and chin. Draw the shoulder blades down the back ribs. Come into easy cobra. Shoulders in line with those elbows. Press to the tops of the feet, knees off the ground. On the exhale, come into down dog. Beautiful down dog. It's our first down dog. We're pressing through the palms, drawing length in the spine. We're firming those thighs. Beautiful. Taking the tailbone back and down. Drawing the right knee to the chest, to the nose. Place the right foot next to the right hand. Lower the left knee to the ground. 1 or 2 dynamics. Inhale, draw those arms up. Bend those elbows, cactus arms. Continue to open the chest, Open the heart. Breathe into inner harmony, cultivating peace, cultivating self-acceptance. Frame the foot. Beautiful runner's pose. Connect, that back leg is firm. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take the tops of the hands and press them into the mat, awakening our wrist for our practice today. Gently bend the knees, open the chest, and open the heart. Exhale, heart-centered. Arms up to shoulder height. Releve up, about a half releve here. Ankles, knees, and shins together. We're going to lower on the exhale into our tiptoe squat here. Hands come heart-centered, cultivating balance, cultivating peace, inner harmony. Come into the breath here. Strengthen the feet, the legs, engaging our pelvic floor. Gently lower the heels to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Framing the feet, we're going to step that left leg back. Hands come heart-centered. We're going to lower, beautiful low lunge, adding a little spinal twist here. We're going to shift here to opening towards your left, extending the arms from the center of the chest, but breathing into this left hip. Beautiful Anjaneyasana, probably one of my favorite postures, adding a beautiful spinal twist where we connect to our entire body. Hands come heart-centered, face the front. Add a little twist, extend those arms from the center of the chest, rotate that back hip inward. Hands come to the heart. Frame the foot. Connect. Step back into the plank here. Dome that upper back. Belly button to the spine. Gently lower to the knees. Knees, chest, and chin. Elbows close to the sides, shoulder blades down the back ribs. Gently extend those legs back. Easy cobra, shoulders in line with those elbows. We press through the top of the feet. We awaken the lower back. On the exhale, we lead with those hips. We come into down dog. Firm those thighs, tailbone back and down, pubis bone back and up. Draw the left knee to the chest, to the nose. Place the left foot next to the left hand. Lower the right knee to the ground. Hands come to heart-centered and sink lower into beautiful low lunge. Now adding a spinal twist, we're shifting to the right, extending the arms from the center of the chest. Breathing into the right hip, yet adding that twist. Hands come heart-centered, face front. Add a little twist here now to the left. Extend those arms from the center of the chest. Beautiful. Hands come heart-centered. Frame the foot. Connect. runner's pose. Draw that back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into beautiful forward fold. Come more to that midfoot. Gently bend the knees. Open the chest. Open the heart. Exhale, heart centered. Coming into Malasana to open up the hips here. Maybe you'll grab a block. Do you want to bring Hero out real quick, Roman? We're going to take a 5-second little puppy break because puppies show us inner harmony and love. Hero. Little hero. Little hero. Teaches us all about love. Come back, Hero. Go back, go back. Malasana, here we are. Let's come into an external hip opener. You're going to have to come get him, Ronan. Hero. I have the block here for beginners. Our feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Heels rotated in, toes pointed out. We're going to inhale, draw those arms up. Exhale, lower into beautiful Malasana. And some of us are going to use the block to sit nice and tall. As I root through the four corners of the feet, I draw length in my spine. My elbows come inside my knees, which helps me kind of press into the knees and lengthen the spine so I'm not slumped over. Inhale, exhale through the nose. It's okay to close the eyes in this posture. Now I take my hands and I draw them over the toes. On the exhale, I'm straightening those legs. And inhale, I'm looking up. Beautiful. Exhale, straighten those legs. Inhale, look up. So a little dynamic work here. Straighten and look up. Come into Malasana. Adding an artistic form, we're going to send the left hand down and draw that right arm up. Come into Malasana. And extend that right hand down and draw that left arm up. Beautiful. Come into Malasana. Drawing length. Beautiful. Root and rise. So trying to come up without the hands and the knees. Beautiful. Move my block just a bit. Coming to the center of the mat, we'll do a cleansing breath together. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to bring the hands to the chest. We're going to lift those elbows up. We're going to add a little hop here. We're going to press outer edges of the feet. We're going to root under the big toe mound. We're going to take the hands by the hips here, on top of the hips of the lower back. We're going to draw those elbows towards one another. We're going to inhale, create length. Exhale, come forward and bring those hands under the shoulders here. Continue to root under the big toe mound, press outer edge of the feet, and you're really breathing into those hamstrings. Diving into just an amazing posture, Skandasana here. We're going to quarter turn your left foot, and we're rocking, we're pressing outer edge of that extended right leg. We're rocking forward and back. Till eventually, can I get the heel down of the left foot, your left foot, and can I draw my extended toes up in Skandasana here? And from here, I might grow the pose again. Come back to Skandasana. I like to explore a little hip mobility where I'm going to take that left knee, rotate it in, come back to Skandasana. Inhale, root and rise. Draw the hands by the lower back, elbows towards one another. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come forward. Hands under the shoulders. Beautiful. Adjusting, quarter turning your right foot. Walk those hands over. We're going to press outer edge. I'm pressing the outer edge of that extended left leg. And we're rocking it forward and back. Eventually, can I get the heel down of your right leg and draw those toes up into Skandasana, elbow on the inside. And maybe I'm growing the pose as I extend that left arm up. Coming into Skandasana. Exploring a little hip mobility as I rotate that hip inward and then I come back up. I'm going to press outer edge and I root and rise. Cleansing breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Inner harmony is doing poses that sometimes work the entire body. And in this one, we're going to rotate your left arm in and the thumbs rotated in. And I'm going to take that left hand and clasp the right elbow and draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, belly button to the spine, back flat, and rise. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Taking that right arm, rotating it in, clasping above the elbow. Taking the right hand to meet the left elbow and draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale, we create length. Exhale, we come forward. Staying here for quite a while. Continue to press outer edges of the feet. Breathe into those hamstrings and the lower back and the shoulders. Harmony, inner harmony. Breathe into that release. Inhale, back is flat, belly button to the spine, root and rise. Heel toe it in. Beautiful. Coming to the edge of the mat. Inhale, draw those arms up. Energy out those fingertips. Exhale, swan dive down, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Framing the feet, we're going to step back into Phalakasana plank here. And explore either our first chaturanga. Beginners can lower to the knees, keeping the elbows to the sides. Or we're going to draw the sternum and chest forward. Notice my shoulders in line with those elbows. We'll hold here a while. Active legs, active core and shoulders. Transition to up dog. We press through the top of the feet. We gaze up. We breathe into the lower back. Exhale, come into down dog. Stay here several breaths. Walk the hands and the feet towards one another at the same time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Gently swan dive up, open the chest, open the heart. Exhale, heart centered. Beautiful. We're going to take a block. Some of you might utilize the block, so I'll grab one for the beginners, and we're going to come into Parvottanasana, pyramid pose. We're going to step that left leg back, right leg out in front. It's a few inches shorter than one leg length. We're going to make sure our heel to heel kind of intersect. If we're struggling with this flexibility, we may take the foot even just a little bit wider. Can we take our hips and point them straight ahead? This is a challenge. It's not easy. I want you to think about pressing through the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, draw energy from the ground. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach forward, belly button to the spine. Reach forward, maybe hands to the blocks as we come more to that midfoot of the right leg, and you begin to feel that left hip rotating inward just a bit. Maybe you can do the hands to the ground as you draw the sternum and chest over that right shin. Then you're going to walk those hands back, maybe just a few of you. The most important thing is come more to that midfoot. Feel those inner thighs almost touch. Press into the outer edge of the back foot and really feel a release in those hamstrings. We'll stay here several breaths. Belly button to the spine. Inhale, back flat and rise. Open the chest, open the heart. Cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Step that right foot back. Left foot out in front. A few inches shorter than a full leg length. Make sure those hips are facing forward. Inhale, draw those arms up, press outer edge of the back foot. Exhale, belly button to the spine, reach forward. If we can, come to the block, come more to that midfoot. Kind of adjust here. Beautiful. Level that pelvis. And maybe some of us can go a little bit lower where we bring the sternum and chest over the shin. Feel those inner thighs touch and continue to press outer edge of the back foot. Draw that right hip forward. Some of us may walk those hands back just a little bit more as we continue to bring the sternum and chest over the shin. Inhale, back is flat and rise. Step forward, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Having a seat, we'll start off in Dandasana. Part of inner harmony is coming into postures that give us balance. This one is not my favorite, but it's so good for me. I know I need to do it more. Purvottanasana, incline plank. It really strengthens the wrists, the arms, the shoulders, and the hips. It is shoulder therapy. Yoga therapists do it for shoulder therapy. In Dandasana, I'm sitting nice and tall. I'm going to walk those hands back about 6 inches. I'm going to draw those heels to me about hip width apart. And I like to kind of rotate the big toes in just slightly. At first, I inhale, create length in my chest. On the exhale, I press through the feet, and this is where my hips are in line with the knees. I'm pressing into the ground, shoulder blades near, they come towards one another and broadening the collarbones. Keep those hips high. We're going to stay here several breaths. Some of you may deepen the pose. We're extending one leg at a time, rooting under those inner arches, sacrum towards the knees. Press through the palms, strengthen the shoulders. Gently release. And we're going to come up. We're going to come up without our hands and knees. We're going to root and rise. Cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Coming to the edge of the mat here. In Tadasana. Inhale, draw those arms up, head in line with those arms. On the exhale, we're going to reach back. Open the chest, open the heart. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Framing the feet, we're going to step back into down dog stretch here. Beautiful. Press through those palms. Draw length in the spine. Tailbone back and down, pubis bone back and up. Exaggerating one-legged down dog, we're going to lift that left leg high. I want us to bend the knee and think about drawing the foot near the buttocks. And we're going to stack the hips over one another as we open that left hip, drawing the left knee outside of the left wrist. And we're going to kind of adjust those hips here. Beautiful. Adjust those hips. Pigeon stretch. Left hip back. Right hip forward. And for many of us, we're going to have to take a block or a blanket and sit on there, okay? For the sitting bones, as we try to square the pelvis. Left hip back, right hip forward. And I know this is a challenge. I know it's a definite challenge. I also want to take that back foot and really press through it and keep it straight. When we can, anytime you're in pain, you back out of it. You can do a lying on your back and do a supine version of pigeon if you want to research that as well right now. And if we can, we're going to come forward into beautiful Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. We're going to stay here a while, continue to breathe into this release of the left hip. Our whole body connected. Exhale's longer than in the inhale. It's okay to close the eyes. We'll stay here quite a while longer, actually. We're going to add a modification. A few of you may be able to thread this right arm underneath and rest the right head to the ground. And so we're really releasing the right shoulder. Then we take this left arm up and we clasp the left big toe. And now we have a spinal twist and a delicious hip opener as we stay here in beautiful pigeon. Gently release. Mindfully, we come onto the ball of the back foot, come into down dog. We're going to lift that right leg high and we're going to bend the knee. We're going to open the hips. Try to bring that foot near the buttocks. We're going to draw the right knee outside of the right wrist. This is where you may take a block or strap under that hip. We're going to come into this beautiful pigeon stretch. We're going to adjust these hips, try to rotate that right hip back, that left hip forward. Beautiful. And again, some of us might use something under that right sitting bone to help us adjust and square those hips. Some of you, you're going to go deeper into this expression and you're going to kind of come forward into this, but still continue to breathe longer exhales as we release that right hip. We're going to thread this left arm underneath, resting that left shoulder and resting that left ear to the ground. We're going to take, if we can, the right arm and clasp the right big toe. We're going to breathe into this hip opener and the spinal twist. Gently release. Beautiful job, guys. Beautiful expression of pigeon. Mindfully, we're going to press into the ball of the back foot. Mindfully transition into down dog. Press through those palms, root under the fingers. We press the fingers into the mat. Draw length in the spine. Heels closer to the ground. Firm those thighs. Transition as we come forward into another Phalakasana, a little core awakening here. Belly button to the spine, dome the upper back. Come to the balls of the feet and almost kind of, you come to the balls of the feet, but you almost press those heels back. Gently lower to the ground as we prepare for a beautiful spinal extension right now. We're going to start just resting the forehead to the ground and just kind of resting. A few breaths. Locust pose or Salabhasana, we take the hands and they come directly under the elbows here, close to the sides. The feet are together and we're going to press into the ground to leverage the lifting of the chest. We inner spiral the backs of the thighs. We keep the elbows close to the sides. Active legs as we strengthen the muscles in the back. We'll stay here several breaths. Shoulder blades down the back ribs. Gently release. Rest that forehead to the ground. Draw those arms out in front. A little shoulder flexion here. Feet are together. We're going to lift the arms, lift those legs, strengthening the back here. Still, we inner spiral the backs of the thighs. That's kind of a phenomenon that we have to kind of learn to do here. Legs are together. Now we take those arms out to the side. We interlace those fingers and we draw the shoulder blades to one another here as we strengthen the back. Gently release. Rest the forehead to the ground. Neutralizing the spine just a bit. We're going to come into Dandasana. Outer edges of the feet rotated back. We're going to rotate that pelvis forward. In Dandasana, that's part of the heart of forward folds, that ability to not slump. So if you find yourself slumping, this is where maybe you sit on a block or a blanket and you help rotate that pelvis forward. Drawing those legs out in Konasana here. We want to take those knees, we want to continue to rotate them back as we breathe into these adductors. But we still root through those sitting bones, draw length. Inhale, lengthen. Let's do a little lateral release here as we draw that right arm up and we open the chest, open the heart to the ceiling. Inhale, rise. Taking the right hand down and drawing that left arm up. Gently release. We're going to walk those hands forward if we can. We're going to continue to rotate those knees back. It's okay to kind of breathe into this release and then possibly go a little bit farther in Upavista Konasana. Of course, I practice and can go a little bit farther where I get my chest to the ground. I've practiced so much that I can come into full expression where I clasp around the big toes and I continue to rotate those knees back. I draw my chin forward and I breathe into that release of the lower back. Inhale and rise. Beautiful. Drawing the feet together, the soles of the feet will prepare for Baddha Konasana. This is where I kind of draw my sitting bones forward a little bit. Maybe I'll take a block here and come deeper, a deeper expression. I'm going to take the soles of the feet, I'm opening them like a book, and I'm resting those elbows on the inside, and I'm really breathing into those adductors. So that's my inner groin. I'm breathing into my inner groin, but I'm also breathing into my lower back. And we're going to stay here a while. Again, exhale maybe longer than the inhale. I'm going to take my block and just rest my head onto the block here. Gently look up. Come on to the backs here. We're going to prepare for our beautiful Shavasana here, but we'll first do one last pose that really represents inner harmony, and that is a lying down spinal twist. Drawing both knees to the chest and just simply clasp around the shins and think about getting the lower back to the ground. And then gently guide both knees now over to the right. Extend that left arm out and try to get the left shoulder into the mat. And breathing into self-acceptance, peace, accepting of the past, hope for the future. Gently release. Adjusting both knees now over to the left. Stack them over one another and draw that right shoulder to the ground. Press through the palm, stack both knees, gaze over the right shoulder. Gently release. Again, draw both knees to the chest and clasp around the shins. And I know this doesn't even really seem like a posture, but it is. It's called Apanasana. And it's a wind relieving posture, but it's also about getting the lower back to the ground. Which is good. So on the inhale, we draw length to the spine. On the exhale, you think about the toes coming just an inch or two forward, just a bit, almost towards the ground. And we just breathe evenly into both sides. It's promoting symmetry. Preparing for our Shavasana now. This is sometimes the heart of inner harmony, is finding peace. And this is where we're going to nestle down. We're going to truly let everything go. Relaxing the palms. This is where I kind of nestle my shoulder blades into the mat, puff up the chest, relax the feet, relax the arms, relax the legs. Truly let everything go. Surrender to the pose. Regenerate. Let it go. On the inhale, you may feel the chest expanding. On the exhale, we're just melting into the ground. Maybe the exhale still a little bit longer here. Little movements in your fingers and toes. Gently bend the knees. Right arm over the head. Use the left hand to press yourself up. Draw those arms heart-centered. Reflecting back on what inner harmony means to you and how to cultivate it onto this mat. And when you leave this mat, searching for peace throughout chaos, hope for the future, acceptance of the past, acceptances of your strengths and your weaknesses. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.